Hello, my name is Chef Javier. Today we're going to prepare a seared pork loin with a cauliflower and garbanzo bean salad. We're also going to do a mint and radish mojo. You ready? Let's do this. I've got some cauliflower that I've already pre-picked. I've got the little florets. I've got my blanching water in the back here. I'm going to add just a little bit of kosher salt just for flavor. And we're going to start blanching here. Now while that's going, we're going to start searing our pork loin. I've got a hot pan here. I'm going to make sure that our heat is high. We're going to sear that pork. We're just going to do a well seasoning of salt and pepper. We've got our fresh cracked black pepper here. Always use fresh pepper. We're going to turn it over and season the other side. Right? And we're going to get going here. We're going to sear with just regular olive oil. Now, it's important, folks, that you make sure that that olive oil is to its smoke point. That means we can actually see a small stream of smoke happening. As we can see that we are ready here. So we're going to lay that in gently on the side. Tip your pan. Make sure to get around. Be careful. We got hot oil going on here. Alright. Now, while that's going, we're going to build the components of our salad. Now, those are the cauliflower that's blanching. We've got red onion here. We've got some serrano peppers. We've got tomatoes. We've got sherry vinegar and extra virgin olive oil is what I want to finish that salad with. So let's go. We're going to take our tomato. We're going to cut it in half. And then after that, we're going to take out the core. Right? We're going to cut little wedges here. We'll put it into our bowl. Same thing with the other half of the tomato. Simple. Not rocket science here today. Check on our pork. I can tell we're probably going to want to sear those for about 2.5 minutes on each side to get it medium. That's what the preferred temperature of our pork is today. So then, we go with our red onion. And I'm going to do what is called a julienne cut. Taking just a wedge off the onion on the side. I can even separate the layer and then cut it at an angle all the way to a point here. And then turn it around and do the same thing from the right to the left. And we're going to add that to our tomato. I prefer to cut them thin. This is raw onion, but mixed with our regular ingredients, it's going to be just fine. Now, I've got our pre-cooked garbanzo beans here. We're going to add that in. Let's check our pork. I believe our pork is ready to go. We're going to check out one side here. Nice and brown. Brown and crispy. Searing again means that we're searing the juices inside to not let that flavor come out. We do not want that flavor to come out. Back to our salad. We're going to take our serrano pepper. We're going to cut the tip and the end off. Then we're going to take the sides down. Now, I want the flavor of the pepper, not the extreme heat of it. So, I'm going to cut off all the sides around the insides. It's the veins and the seeds that control the heat on a chili. Then I'm going to cut into little strips. Which is considered a julienne. Now, a little bit of these veins and seeds are okay. but I'd rather not use the entire pepper to work. And then after that, we're going to bunch them all together and come up with a dice called a brunoise. Right here. So we've got our brunoise serrano pepper. Let's check our cauliflower as well. Now, it's important that when we're searing these porks on the other side that we don't overdo it. I don't want the temperature to go over. There's a thing called residual cooking, and I have a little paper towel here with some on top of the plate in which we're going to let our meat rest. Meanwhile, let's check our cauliflower. Now, the cauliflower should be firm, but not mushy. I want the salad to hold together, and once cauliflower or broccoli starts breaking down, we all know that it gets that fibery texture everywhere. So, we're going to call this done here with the pork loin. I'm going to turn our heat off. I'm going to take to the touch here, and I believe we're ready. We're going to let that sit in the pan for about 30 more seconds, and we're going to place it again over here to let it rest. Meanwhile, our broccoli is almost done. Let's get started on the Mojo. I've got some mint leaves here, and I've got some radishes that I've taken the ends and the tips off of. Okay, I'm going to cut the radish down the middle, and then I'm going to cut it down the middle again. I'm going to do that to all radishes, and after that I'm just going to make thin slices. Right here, we're going to put it into our little bowl. Let's take our pork off, and let's let that rest. Okay, no need to have the hood on anymore, and I believe that our cauliflower is ready as well. I've got our bowl of ice water to shock the cooking of our cauliflower. We're just going to take that out of the blanching water and into the shocking water, which is ice and water. We want to stop the cooking process. Alright, make sure that it's getting cold. Okay, put that down. Now, continue with our Mojo. So, once again, thin little quarters here with the radishes. Down the middle. Our pork is resting. Our salad is almost there. Our Mojo is being made. This is what I would call a little bit Nouveau Latino cuisine. Using the Mojo, which, as far as I'm concerned, is just a sauce comprised of fresh ingredients that doesn't require a lot of cooking. You know, I think it originated in South America, and it's mostly a condiment for meats and fishes. So here's our